good morning student. Now we will start with the next exercise, that is a miscellaneous exercise. Now here we are doing the question number 9. Let's see the question number 9. Y is equal to sin x minus cos x to the power sin x minus cos x. So as all of you know that if the function is having another function as a power, so we have to take the log. So here also we have to take the log. So how can we do that? So taking log both side, so the log y, that is equal to sin x minus cos x log sin x minus cos x. As all of you know that if we will take the log, the power that will come forward. Now if we will see that they are the two functions, so we have to apply the UV rule. So how can we do that? 1 upon y, the differentiation of log, that is 1 upon y dy by dx, that is a differentiation of y. Now sin x minus cos x as it is, the differentiation of log, that is 1 upon sin minus cos x. Now the next, according to the chain rule, the differentiation of sin x minus cos x, the differentiation of sin x is cos x minus the differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So here I applied the plus sin x. Now the plus sign, now we will take this one as it is. Now the differentiation of sin x minus cos x, it will be a cos x plus sin x. These two will be cancelled out, it is same as. Now what is the rest? Cos x plus sin x plus cos x plus sin x log sin x minus cos x. So these two things are same, we can take it out common also, but before that I will take y to that side. So y cos x plus sin x we can take common. What is left? 1 plus log sin x minus cos x. So in place of y we have to put down this value because this is the value of y. So that is sin x minus cos x whole to the power sin x minus cos x, and cos x plus sin x 1 plus log sin x minus cos x. So in this way we have to solve it. Let me come on the next question, question number 14. This is very important question, so see it carefully. In the question number 14, x under root 1 plus y under root 1 plus x equal to 0. Now we have to prove that dy by dx, that is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. So what I had done, I will take this one to that side. So x under root 1 plus y, that is equal to minus y under root 1 plus x. Now let's squaring both sides. After squaring both sides, it will become x square 1 plus y, that is equal to y square 1 plus x. Why? Because after squaring this under root, it will be removed and this will become square. Now after simplify it, we get this result. X square minus y square is equal to y square x minus x square y. Now we can break the formula a square minus b square, that is a minus b, a plus b. From here I am taking out the common minus xy. So what is left? X minus y. So this will be cancelled out. So x plus y is equal to minus xy. So I am taking y terms to one side and the rest to other. Now we had taken y to that side. Now minus x, we will take out the y common, 1 plus x. So minus x upon 1 plus x, I take it down, denominator of x equal to y. Now what we have to do? We have to differentiate it both the side. The differentiation of y is y dash. Here we have to apply the quotient rule. So 1 plus x whole square. The differentiation of x is minus 1. 1 plus x as it is minus. The differentiation of 1 plus x is 1 and the minus x I will write down it here. So after solving it, minus 1 minus x plus x, so this will be cancelled out and this is the answer that we required according to the question. Now let me start with the question number 17. The question number 17, this is also very important and be careful about this question. Let's see that x is equal to a cos t plus t sin t. Now y is equal to a sin t minus t cos t. We have to differentiate it twicely and we have to find out the value. here we have a parametric form. So all of you know about how to solve the parametric. So first of all, let me find out dx by dt. So the differentiation of this with respect to t. A, the differentiation of cos t, that is minus sin t. Here we have to apply the product rule or UV rule. So it will be plus t cos t plus sin t. After applying the product rule, so sin t minus sin t will be cancelled out. What is left here? So this is the dx by dt, that is equal to at cos t. Now in the next, dy by dt. Why is this? Now again we have to differentiate it. So a, the differentiation of sin t is cos t minus we have to apply the UV rule, t minus sin t plus cos t. Now after solving that, cos t and minus cos t and cos t will be cancelled out. So what is left? at sin t. So the differentiation of dy by dx, that is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt. As we have the value of dy by dt is this and the value of dx by dt is this. So let me put it down here. Now after that we just cancel out the common terms. Sin t upon cos t is left, so we can write down it tan t. Now this is very important step. Now we have to find out the second order derivative. So d square y by dx square. So the differentiation of tan t, that is secant square t. Now here we are differentiating with respect to x in the second. So t is as a parametric here, but if the differentiation of x is here, so we have to differentiate t also. So the differentiation of t is dt upon dx. Now from where we get this dt upon dx? As we have a value of dx upon dt, now the value of dt by dx, so that will be equal to 1 upon at cos t. So we will put down this dt by dx here. So it will be 1 upon at cos t. 1 upon at will be remain same, and the 1 upon cos t, that is also become a secant t. So here it will become secant cube t. So always student be remember about this one point. So be careful about it. Thank you student, and I hope that all of you understand the whole chapter. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you student, and have a nice day.